Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, my name is Denis, and for several years already I see a development of routers not as a chase for speed per se, but more of a chase for broadbands that are not yet crossing and meddling with neighbor internet and Bluetooth or radio protocols of wireless mice, for example. And of course, lowering of price, also important. Gaming routers like NetDuma R3 are different beast. I mean, RGB lighting on a router of this price is definitely a treat. What price, you may ask? 200 euros, 209 at the moment of this very review, which is of course a lot for a simple box that provides you all the internets for your 6-inch doom scroller. But again, it's a gaming device and a little more powerful than others. First of all, the company itself. NetDuma is actually 10 years old and even had a partnership with Nokia. Yes, it's less famous than one may hope, but hey, who knows? Maybe R3 will become a breakthrough into a primal league. So let's see, shall we? Before we go, do not forget to subscribe, write comment and press the notification bell icon. Done? Okay, good. Now let's begin. First of all, no, it's not a Wi-Fi 7 router, nor it is a Wi-Fi 6E one. It has Wi-Fi 6E, aka X. It also has no 2.5 gigabit ports. So if you are searching for the freshest and speediest model in a 200-ish euro bracket, it ain't cheap, or at least on paper. Because yes, Wi-Fi 7 is stellar and very stable, and 2.5 gig ports are pretty much a necessity for any somewhat professional NAS like QNAP. But first of all, this router is tailor-made for gamers. And yes, several internet providers over the world already have multi-gig plans from 2 gigabits to 25. No, really 25 gig, but the price. Well, let's say it can be measured in NetDuma R3 per month, several, sometimes. So not a gamer's choice, since games require not a high speed but low latency. And that's where NetDuma suddenly becomes very enticing. First of all, the app, Duma OS, available for Android and iOS. It gathers the most useful and demanded features specifically for gamers. Like for example, GeoFilter 2.0, which in supported multiplayer game tries to block servers with the worst connection and prioritizes those who work the best. It's not universal, but when it works wonders. Ping head map is similar but analyzes latency during different parts of day. Smart boost, the most vanilla of features of any router pretty much, but it is still needed. If you, for example, are loading game in Steam and playing or streaming other game, you can prioritize gaming traffic and cut speeds for less important stuff. Now, Ping Optimizer is more or less a placebo, because it very rarely helps with high ping, but sometimes can mitigate spikes, so do not ignore it too much. Speed test? Obvious. Device manager and activity monitors? Obvious. Ad blocker and hybrid VPS? Obvious also, but still needs some more guides to work as intended. The most useful feature here is obviously RGB controls. You can change modes, speeds and brightness. Fortunately, you can disable RGB at all if sleep needs darkness. Sadly, you cannot disable nor change the brightness of the indicators. NetDuma R3 also has a net interface with mostly simplified control, but still very useful features. But what else does R3 have in terms of technical prowess? Well, 4 gigabit LAN ports, USB 3.0 for network storage access, 4 MU MIMO beamforming antennas that are even detachable. The power source is 18 watts and is barrel type, so NetDuma R3 can be supplied with a power bank. Now to recap. As we see, top limiters for routers are not speed but features. And yes, I still consider top spec monsters with Wi-Fi 7 as a necessary for some, which NetDuma R3 provides in ample supply. So yeah, can recommend. And that's all. As for you, what do you prioritize? Speed or latency? because speed is good for downloads and latency is needed for gamers and networking. I personally need speed. But you? Right? Don't be shy. Also, do not forget to like, subscribe and press the notification bell icon. YouTube loves it very much and helps us make the channel bigger and our reviews better. My name is Root-Nation with Root-Nation channel. Take care and I'll see you next time.